Hi. It's been a little while since you came to see me. How are you? Yep, kind of go backwards. Everything good? Let me just verify some data, okay? Still at the same address? Okay. No changes in diet or exercising? No known allergies? Okay. And what kind of supplements or over-counter drugs are you on? Okay. Anything prescription? Okay. Alright. So, you remember me, Dr. Mo, nice to see you again. It's been a little while. Yeah, that's okay. Sorry I'm late. We have been absolutely swamped today. A lot of people coming in to see me, so I do apologize for that. But okay, so we're just gonna do like a general checkup. I'm gonna take a listen to your heart and your lungs. Okay. All right, sweetheart. Nice deep breaths in. Good. Again. Again. Okay, and I'm gonna take a listen to your heart. Okay, good. Excellent. You got nice, strong breath sounds. There's a little bit of a wheeze in there. Have you ever been diagnosed with asthma? Childhood asthma, but you've mostly grown out of it? Yeah. Okay. Do you take anything at all for that? Have a rescue inhaler or anything? Rescue inhalers, well, we call them rescue inhalers. So it's an inhaler that you take when you feel like you're having a little short of breath. And it just, gives you that puff of albuterol. Typically it's albuterol. And just helps open up your lungs. They're bronchodilators. They open them right up. So you can take better, deeper breaths. Anything like that you can think of? No? Okay. Alright, well, we might send you home with one today just in case. Again, it's something, we'll give you a pamphlet as well so you can read about it. But it's just a good thing to have on hand, especially if you had childhood asthma. I'm a little surprised you don't have one already. Okay, so we are going to draw some labs, okay? This is a fairly tiny needle. I just need a little bit of blood from you, and we're also going to do your flu and COVID swabs, okay? So, let me see your arm, please. It's a tiny needle. I promise it's not going to be bad. Okay. There's a good vein. Yeah. Okay. Do you like to be told when you're going to get poked, or do you want it to be a surprise? Told? Okay. Then in that case, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Nice job. Good, almost done. Perfect. Holding pressure there for just a second. Just to get the blood to stop. We can also give you a band-aid and all that good stuff too. And there we go. Amazing how the body works, isn't it? You know, you can get a cut and within seconds your body goes, oh no, we're gonna stop the bleeding. Because I'm gonna be sending your blood down to the biohazard lab to lab. We won't have those results until probably well, 2 to 3 business days. Although they're getting faster, they're a little less backlogged. How many times have you had to get your nose swabbed for COVID? Probably a lot. It does feel like it's going straight up to your brain, doesn't it? Yeah. I remember that the first time that I had to be swabbed for COVID, it was was that the first week in April 2020? I think it was. The world shut down basically right around mid-March, late March, certainly by March 20th. And the only reason I know that date specifically is because it was my friend's birthday. And it was a ghost town out there. And anyways, 2 weeks later, I had to get swabbed. I had been, around a patient with COVID, and that was like the first one my hospital had seen. So, it was a different time back then. But now we've gotten these swabbed. How many times? Quite a few, right? Okay, so this is going straight up your nose. We're gonna swab it around. It's gonna tickle. Can you put your head on the back of the chair for me? Thank you. That way you don't go anywhere like I did. I was squirming. Okay, here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Good job. All done. And then we're going to do one for flu as well. Here we go. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay. Alright. Let me, I know. You need a tissue. The eyes start wandering a little bit. You're good? Okay. Yeah, mine, instant tears. It's okay. Alright, so this little guy is, you're going to put your finger in it. Let's see if I can get it to work through my gloves. So, all it does is it's going to measure your heart rate and your oxygen saturation. Okay, it's just like if we'd hooked you up to a monitor and we're monitoring you there. I don't think it wants to work with my gloves on. Sometimes it does, but not today. Okay, so let me have your hand. Thank you. Alright. Is everybody good? Your family okay? Oh yeah, it's starting to get nicer out, isn't it? Any summer trips planned? So heart rate is 98, oxygen is 99. So that is really good. Let's get your blood pressure. Okay, which arm would you like it on? Okay. One for that one. There you go. Alright. Plug that sucker in. And then we'll just watch the monitor real fast. See what it does. Yeah, we've got the new equipment now. I remember when we had to pump the ball. Take your stethoscope and listen to it, but now we got this little machine right here that it just plugs right into and we can see it. Technology. Okay. That's good. Let me get this off. There we go. So 130 over 86. That is pretty darn good, my friend. Okay, excellent. And you had clear with a little bit of a wheeze, press sounds. Okay, good. Okay. I am going to have you follow my lights, okay, with your eyes. Alright, here you go. You can see right here. Okay. Good. Alright. Okay, I'm going to be coming in. Okay. Looking good. So far, everything is turning out to be a good, strong, healthy body, okay? This is excellent. I'm going to have you do this. This contraption is called an incentive spirometer, okay? So, and you get to take this home with you. I know it's not quite exactly a good prize, but hey. So what this baby does is you have these little circles. They kind of look like bunches of grapes at the end of your lungs. So you've got your main airway that branches off, and then they keep branching and branching and branching, getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller until you get to the very end where you find these little bunches of what looks like grapes, but they're called alveoli. What can happen is something that sounds very scary called lung collapse or atelectasis. So atelectasis starts, those little circles, alveoli, either get filled with fluid or they're just not getting enough air down there, so they collapse in on themselves, and then you're not getting as productive air gas exchange, okay? Which is what you need to do, right? You breathe in to get the oxygen into your bloodstream so it can be carried to the different organs in your body. So if these alveoli collapse on themselves, then that is destroying that particular area of gas exchange in your lungs. Okay, so the more alveoli are collapsed, the worse gas exchange you're gonna have. So that's basically how that works. Now, what this incentive spirometer does is there's two things to look at. So you have this side, which we'll just put down here, and we're not going to worry about that right now. This is your goal. So there's these two blue arrows right here, and then there's this little blue dot down here. This will move up and down based on your inhalation. So you are going to be putting your mouth on this, and you're going to take a deep breath in. This is going to correspond with your breath. It's going to rise and fall. Same with this side, it's going to rise and fall. I just want you to keep this blue in between the arrows for as long as you can. So, quick tip. This is not a quick breath in like a gasp. This is not, that's not what we're trying to do. We're trying to go. Do you see the difference? And it does hurt a little bit. I mean, you're exercising your lungs when you do this, okay? You want it to feel a bit uncomfortable, or a sigh, like it's a yawn, like a sigh, that kind of thing, where all of a sudden you're like, oh. You know, that's what we're doing when we're yawning, is we're popping up, open those alveoli. So, and it's your body's way of saying, I need more oxygen, right? Okay, so slow inhalation, go up to here, and then this is going to be adjusted based on where you are. This is just the volume that you're getting in and out of your lungs, but really, this is your goal, okay? Okay, you ready to try it? Okay, there you go. 1, 2, 3. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Good. Exhale. You're going to do this 3 times just so I can kind of gauge where we're at. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Inhalation. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. Good, 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 good. Okay, good job. Excellent, excellent. One more time. Ready, and go. Excellent. Good. Good, good, good. So we're doing about 1250. That's where we're at currently. You did a beautiful job. Beautiful job. So you can take this home. And definitely it's a good thing to do, especially, you know, just especially when you're laying around the house or you're watching TV and you're not getting up and moving a whole lot. It's a wonderful thing to do. Okay? Okay. Let me go ahead and take a look at down the back of your throat real fast. See if I can't. Ready? Okay. So my dear, we'll get the labs back, like I said, in a couple business days. Your COVID, your flu, all that good stuff. Is there any questions that you have for me? Joint pain? Do you take anything? You know, it doesn't look like he's had anything listed as supplements on there for that. No. Okay. Where's your joint pain? Oh, everywhere. Okay. Fatigue. Okay. A little bit of irritability. Well, there's a couple of things that, you know, do you drink caffeine? How much caffeine? Okay. Okay, what about sugar? Okay. So, I have a couple of thoughts on that, and we will know more once we get your labs back, okay? There's some markers that we can look at for various disease processes, including rheumatoid arthritis. So, we'll take a look at that. Your hormones, again, they're getting checked as well, so it could be a hormonal thing. It could also be an inflammatory thing. And it can also be, sugar is very, well, it's very destructive to our bodies and our minds. And this is, you know, it's like people talk about not having caffeine and getting that caffeine crash, or if you're hungry, getting hangry. The same thing applies to sugar, where if you have a lot of sugar in your diet, your mood can be very altered. It's also going to have an inflammatory response throughout your body. So, tell you what, do me a favor, and we will know more when it comes to your labs. And maybe we just wait until we get those back to rule anything out before we proceed. But this may be something that we try with you, is doing a food journal. okay? Just writing down without judgment, okay? This is important. This is really important. You're just an observer to your own life, okay? I don't want you to change anything. I want you to be brutally honest. If you go through an entire tray of Oreos, I mean, I'm talking the big tray of Oreos, write it down. I am not here to judge you, okay? You're gonna see it, I'm gonna see it, no one else is, okay? What doctors have the ongoing issue of is trying to decipher when our patients are being completely honest. And I've done it too. You go to the doctors, you're kind of like, well, that's kind of embarrassing, so I'm just going to not say that. Or we're going to tone it down a little bit or whatever. We all do it. We all do it. Okay? But this is just for you and me. This is just observations, not judgments. So write down everything. Like I said, if you have 2 bowls of ice cream, write it down. If you have a day where you don't eat for 12 hours because you're crazy busy and the only thing that you've done is had caffeine all day, write it down. Write it down. I also want you to take note of the time, okay? The time and what you eat in an approximate quantity, okay? We're not getting crazy here. We're not measuring our food in grams, and we're not doing that. Just an approximate. Had an apple, had 2 bowls of ice cream, had a fistful of protein, whatever, okay? And then we'll go from there, all right? If you want to get a head start and work on that tomorrow, jumpstart tomorrow, that's fine. If you want to wait until we get more answers back from your labs, that's fine with me too, okay? But it's not a terrible thing to do, even if we find the answer. Before that, just being aware of what you put in your body is massive, okay? And we'll go from there. Alright, any other questions for me, my dear? No? Okay. Alright, sweetie, well, I'm gonna leave this here with you. I'm gonna take your charts out to the front office, and we'll give you a call, okay, in a couple of days and let you know. And then when you log in to your portal, your patient portal, the results should be in there too, but we'll give you a call first just to let you know that they're back. We'll put the answers in your portal so you can access them at home. You don't need to call us back if you don't want to. But if there's, I'll put a note in there about whether or not we need to proceed on doing the food journal and making a follow-up appointment. Let's just do it for a week if we do it. We would do it, a food log for a week. That's it. Okay. Not too crazy. Alright? Okay. It was so nice to see you again. Okay, I'll call you in a few days. Alright. Thank you.